Good day, all our viewers that are in the English-speaking territories. It's been some time since I've addressed you in English, so it's about time that we get started again. Obviously, you've probably taken notice of the fact that numbers are going up in the Netherlands, but they're also going up in Curacao. Let's talk about the Netherlands first. Why is that important? Because it's a very important place of source of import of people to the island. Not only Dutch people that come here for vacation, but also our own local people. Lots of us are studying in the Netherlands, they're coming back for vacation, or people go back and forth. So we're not only talking about tourists, we're talking about locals and tourists and everybody else and their brother. There's about 1,000 people per day arriving on the island, coming from the Netherlands or via the Netherlands. So it becomes important to watch out what's going on there. And what's going on there is that the incidence is creeping up, so the amount of cases, new cases per day, is going skywards. And we know it's primarily the Delta variant. And what's the problem with the Delta variant is that it spreads quicker than all other variants up until now. So it quickly becomes a more dominant variant, and that's what's going on in the Netherlands. So we need to do something about that if that's our major source also of income, but our major source of incoming people to the island, then of course we need to do some extra level of protection. So what are we doing? Netherlands has to be placed in the highest form of risk category for Curacao, which means that vaccinated or not, you need to have a PCR test before leaving the Netherlands, and you need to do a third-day antigen test. These are barriers. Why the antigen test and why the third day? I get asked that question very often. A negative PCR test or a negative antigen test does not discard the fact that you might be infected, only we didn't detect it as yet. So we know if the last possible day that you could have been infected and bring then the variant that is in the Netherlands with you to Curacao is the day of travel, the day that you've left the Netherlands. So we also know from the literature that in about 3 days, the test does come up in the antigen test. And so that's the reason why on the third day we test you, because that's the last day or first day that we can actually detect and be sure that you're not bringing in something from elsewhere. And if you do detect positive, then at least we are quick, because you don't necessarily to have symptoms. We are quick in advising you to isolate yourself, to try to help us to avoid further spread of the virus on the island. So these are essential things. So then the question might be, okay, well, this third-day antigen test, does it really work? Are there a lot of people coming in? And the answer is yes. 93% of the people who actually had to do an antigen test did show up for their test after 3 days. And you've seen the daily reports that when we mention the positive cases coming in, the import cases, we detect them mostly through the third-day antigen test. So yes, that does work. So let's see what's going on our island. As you've also been able to notice, the numbers on Curacao are also going up. Today we reported 84. Delta variant, we didn't detect it yet through the surveillance system that we have, but that's because the surveillance system is lagging behind 3 to 4 weeks. But it wouldn't surprise me if it turns out that we have Delta already spreading on the island. You see that, just as in the Netherlands, it's among younger people and among especially people who are not vaccinated. Of course, those two go hand in hand, because it's only recently that we started vaccinating younger kids. So people say, all right, so how is that with the age group? You can see that in this graph. All the way on the left is what was still going on in April. That was more people around between 40 to 60 years of age and maybe a little bit above that. But if you look at the right-hand side, it's a younger group. There's an orange and a gray column that are rising up higher, and those are the younger kids. You can see that better in the next graph. Here you see that 2/3 of those who tested positive in the last couple of weeks, they were all under 24 years of age. And if we take the age group right on top of that within the equation, so those up to 39 years of age, you notice that about 85% of all those who tested positive in the last 2 weeks, they were under the age of 40. So that goes again to show it's primarily the younger age group that's being affected now by the Delta variant or whatever is circulating on Curacao. And that's also the group that's not well protected by vaccine. How do we know this? Because when you look at the data of those who have been infected in the last couple of weeks, 85% of those who have been infected are not fully protected by the vaccine. What is fully protected? At least 2 vaccines of either Pfizer or Moderna, and at least longer than 2 weeks ago. So again, when we look at the data, most of the people that have been infected in these past 2 weeks in Curacao are not fully protected. So vaccination is an important part of the story. You should get your vaccine. If you haven't contemplated yet, now is the time to do so. If you only took one shot, now is the time to go get your second, because one shot alone is not enough to protect you against the Delta variant. And if you are between 12 and 17, go get your vaccination. You can get it now here, and it's important to do so because it's especially the younger crowd that's being affected by Delta. And to wrap up, remember, general measures are always still in place. And there are things that you can do by yourself. It's not important to look at what others do, but it's important to look at what you can do to protect yourself and those around you. Remember to wash your hands, certainly before you bring them to your face. Remember to keep a distance. Remember to try to avoid big groups. You don't necessarily have to be there. You can stay away. I wouldn't mind. Take it easy. So these are the things that you can do. Remember that if you do have symptoms, stay home. Don't go outside. Call your GP. Have yourself get tested. Please don't go on your own to test, because that just slows down the system, because then we don't pick it up at the public health department. You'll have to go back again to do a confirmation test if you did an antigen test. So that just slows down the possibility that we don't get you automatically in our system. We have to find you then. It takes more time before we locate you. It takes more time before we can give you adequate information. So please go through your GP or call us at the public health department to get you registered before you go testing. These things are important because it helps us control better. Please remember, ventilation, natural ventilation helps us. Open the windows, let the wind fly. That does you a lot of good. If it's about closed places with air conditioning systems, it's important that the air conditioning systems, if they're central, that they don't recirculate the same air, but that it's refreshed. Those are important things to take into account. If you're in closed, contained areas, it's not possible to stay far away from people. It's not possible to avoid big groups of people within. Remember, you can always make a mask to wear a mask to try to avoid further spread. And stick to the rules, especially the rules that count for healthcare facilities and that count for traveling. If you protect yourself, then you're protecting yourself. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your family, but you're also doing it for the rest of us. If we all stick to those rules, if we all keep distance, take care of ventilation, and take care of each other, that we don't run more risks, we'll be okay. Thanks very much.